business. Y'all are marketers. And the power of YouTube is the intent on the platform. 50% of users rely on YouTube for learning. 82% of consumers prefer video over text for learning about products. Are your products and your services findable on YouTube? Are they described on YouTube? A few more, YouTube content has a long shelf life compared to TikTok and Instagram. You know, I've heard it said that YouTube is the only platform that your content lives forever. You could post a video today, but it could be viewed for weeks, months, and even years to come. And all of these platforms are so amazing, but you got to keep posting there. But if you can rank on YouTube and put content on YouTube, the shelf life is much longer. And YouTube drives higher buyer intent than TikTok and Instagram. And respect, shopping is going crazy. We know TikTok shop, Instagram shop, but the intent and even the spending power and the credit card in hand nature of YouTube in a lot of cases is very significant. And YouTube grows your brand organically without paying for ads. But check out this quote. This is what Kip, the CMO of HubSpot, said that YouTube subscribers are the most valuable subscribers on the internet. And they have the highest buyer intent, making YouTube a sales goldmine. That's a good one to X out. Tweet out, X out, hasn't even hit yet, thanks Elon. But ultimately, check out what Marcus Sheridan said. There's an argument to be made that in the next 5 to 10 years, your company's YouTube channel could be more important to your brand and business than your company's website. Mic drop. Pretty significant. That was just posted a couple weeks ago. And so YouTube, I hope if you take anything away from this session, you take away the fact that we got to figure out a way for our company. We got to figure out a way for me individually, however big your team is, whether you're going to be the content creator, whether you're going to figure out that it's somebody else, talent inside, AI. However you do it, investing in YouTube is a worthwhile investment. And for our 3-step YouTube bridge framework, here's the first step, it's views. If we're going to get off the island of isolation and form an escape plan and stop talking to AI about our problems and Wilson, then ultimately we got to start getting views first. How do we get views on YouTube? Here's the goal for step 1. We want to attract the right viewers who want what you offer, not just chase viral numbers that convert. And as Adley was talking yesterday, I started to get very insecure and sad because I was like, she's saying the opposite of my session. And how is that going to work? But then I had an epiphany and I realized, no, we actually are saying the same thing, but here's the key. You still need the right viewers. I'll take a lot of them as long as I know there could be a path that they ultimately lead to a business result. And that's what she was talking about too, not just random cat videos, but strategic content, in that case, very broad of funnel. But the key is the right viewers that are eventually going to convert in our business. So I want you to meet Tim. Tim runs a YouTube channel called VParts. And his business actually sells Volvo parts. He has like 8,000 parts in his web store and his website. And his channel has grown to something like 42,000 subscribers, trying to be the #1 destination for Volvo enthusiasts. And he has posted all kinds of helpful videos, but also really building a community with all things Volvo. Now, his channel is actually based in Sweden, and his videos are in Swedish, and they've made the decision to also have a separate English channel, which would be the way to do it, not uploading on the same channel. Although, in a 2025 world, if you want to go deep, you could think about the fact that you can upload native languages to your one channel now on the back end of YouTube. This was a discussion the other night. And so something to geek out on if you want. But there's the opportunity, and even the way Mr. Beast does it, is separate channels, one channel for one language. And so for VParts, they're using YouTube to build community, to put out strategic content, but it also leads to their website ultimately where they sell Volvo parts. And there's 2 primary traffic sources, and you're going to want to write this down and really master these 2 to understand how YouTube works. The first is search-based traffic. The goal here is solving specific problems that people are actively searching for. You're marketers, you're familiar with this, but there's a massive opportunity because YouTube is the second largest search engine. And then there's algorithm-based traffic. We should rename that to Adly-based traffic because that's the mindset. It's kind of like traffic that's going to be, someone's not searching for it, the algorithm is recommending it. You are creating content that is creating curiosity and being recommended. And what I've learned is that the best content creators and marketers are thoughtful of both forms of traffic when they put out content. And so here are 3 video strategies to attract the right views. The first one, and there's many more than 3, but a couple for you, is problem solution videos. So how to install Bluetooth aux adapter in the Volvo's HU stereo. For 7 years, this video continues to get views. It is a problem. People got a problem. They go to YouTube to solve it. And how to install this Bluetooth aux adapter in the particular Volvo HU stereo. This is a massive strategy for most marketers in this room. It's thinking about the problem solution videos you should have on YouTube in your industry for your topic. The second one, how to fix parking assistance service required quickly and easily. And a year old, still 63,000 views, but still getting views for weeks, for years, for sometimes 7 years, the content continues to be viewed. And here's another problem solution video on Tim's channel, how to install LiftKit, and then you start seeing very specific product names even in the title. These aren't the type of videos that go viral. These are the type of videos that just get views slow and steady, but think about the intent. They're directly connected to the business that Tim is running, V-Parts. Now, we did this on my video podcast, and it's kind of an example of kind of a hybrid problem solution. Made a video called The Biggest Legal Mistakes with Tyler, the creator's attorney, and a very short title, and actually much more algorithm traffic led to this video getting 300,000 views. But the whole packaging, which is a good word to write down on YouTube, you want to think about the packaging of a video. That's going to be the combination of the topic, the title, and the thumbnail. And the why YouTubers are getting sued in the thumbnail is one of those like, man, I got to figure that out. It's kind of a broad appeal. But also if individuals calling out the audience, creators, or making legal mistakes or looking for information, we see a hybrid of both search and algorithmic traffic happening in this video. Now, there's a second one that you could write down. It's opportunity outcome videos. It's not how to, and it's positioned more like, check out the title. The headlights look like new at a fraction of the price, step by step. And then they actually reveal the product name in the thumbnail, but it's one of those, I got to click on this. There is a little bit of more transformation happening in this video. There's a little bit more of an opportunity, and then what's the outcome? You know, one way I did that doing YouTube education was how to get 100 subscribers every day on YouTube, which might not be something specifically someone's looking for, but this video has been pushed out by the algorithm because of the packaging. Oh, wow, I want to grow my channel. I want to get subscribers. And a kind of tactical tip here, when you're creating content, is consider playing with different divisions of numbers. Like if you got an idea for your next video, think about, what if I just reframe those numbers or those results in 24 hours? Maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month. It actually could improve the packaging and the interest of the video. Now here's the third one, is the contrarian, provocative, algorithm triggering content. Adley described this yesterday. If we played a bigger game and we went a little bit broader. Now this one, game over Tesla. So this would be a Volvo channel, kind of picking a fight. Great title, calling out Tesla. Here's the new king of luxury electric cars. And so why this works is curiosity and emotion. People want to know, why is it game over for Tesla? Tribal energy. Tesla fans disagree. People are upset. Everybody's upset right now in 2025 when it comes to Tesla. Algorithm boost. So this would be another one of those strategies to master and be thinking about, okay, the types of videos I can create to get views. Because if we're going to get off the island, we got to figure out how to get views. And so the best creators know how to get found in search and how to get recommended in the algorithm, and the smartest ones combine both. And that's what was encouraging is as I heard Adley talk about viral content, I started thinking, she said, don't just make search-based content that's practical, but also shoot for the contrarian, shoot for the viral. And both can be on brand for you. And on YouTube, both are such powerful strategies when we understand the two types of content. And so when it comes to YouTube, and for a lot of marketers in hyper-specific niches, I do think that competing with viral content's the wrong game. Here's the goal. I want the right views, not just more views. And here's what Tim said. He said, our goal isn't just driving sales, it's becoming the #1 destination for Volvo enthusiasts. Our passion creates customers who see us as friends, and at events, they don't just talk about the products, they tell us they love our content. So his business is growing. His business is generating revenue because of his YouTube channel, but his YouTube channel is playing such a bigger game, building brand, building community, and it's incredibly powerful. Now, we're going to move on to the next step, but if you want more research, we could talk about views for 3 weeks. Like we could literally stay in this room, and I know it's the end of the day and the end of the conference, but I do have a resource. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later too, but this is going to go deeper into our 4-step formula for triggering the algorithm and for getting more views and what we call the perfect video recipe. But let's go on to the next step of our YouTube Bridge framework, which is leads. Leads. We're marketers. If we're getting views, the next question is, but what's happening next? Are we building a community? Are we getting leads? And so here's our goal. We want to create clear pathways that turn passive YouTube viewers into active connections who want to hear more from you. And so meet Lauren. Lauren's got an incredible guitar channel. She's been very successful, giving away incredible free videos and tutorials that are helping people learn the guitar and helping people get excited about learning the guitar. And you might be wondering, and this is a cool this is what Lauren does, and I think we could benefit from this. How much time should I devote to YouTube? Like if I want to get some great results with YouTube, well, here's kind of her plan. Her sustainable content system is 1 to 2 days per month batch recording. So 1 or 2 days a month on your calendar to create YouTube content for the month. Then secondly, 2 to 4 hours of prep, and then 2 to 3 hours of recording. And she's shooting all of her videos all in one batch. And then she produces 8 videos, 10 to 15 minutes long each, for her YouTube channel. So that's 2 a week. This has actually grown to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But here's the powerful thing when we think about the YouTube Bridge framework. She's getting views, but it's a complete customer journey. And so viewers discover her through YouTube, through search and recommendations. They watch multiple videos to build trust and evaluate her expertise, getting to know her. And then they move directly to purchasing courses on learning the guitar with minimal additional marketing. Which brings us to the 7-11-4 rule from Google. And so the 7-11-4 rule is so important for marketers and why YouTube is the linchpin in your strategy. Because what Google tells us is that to get a buying decision, to get a conversion, they need 7 hours of interaction. So if you meet somebody, they're discovering you, for them to actually make a purchase decision with you, 7 hours of consuming your content. Now, if you're doing short form content, that's awesome. That's going to be a lot of short form content. And so when you step into YouTube long form content, you could start accelerating the amount of time that people are spending with you, your brand, and getting to know you. But here's the next one. It's 11 touch points across different platforms. So consider this with Lauren. Their students are watching multiple YouTube videos. The cumulative watch time builds trust and authority. And at 10 to 20 minutes, if they watch 20 to 40 videos, she hits that threshold. Well, what are the touch points? Well, now, as people are interacting with her, they might follow her over on Instagram. They might jump on her email list, reading some emails from her, seeing email sequences, visiting her website, maybe checking out her products, but saying, okay, I'll visit those later. We all do it, right? Okay, I've seen what that person's offering. I'm still kind of on the fence. I listen to them. I'm kind of hanging out in their orbit, watching their stuff. But then it's 4 separate locations where they engage with your brand. That's the 7-11-4 rule. so that the conversion that's happening. Now, if you've got like a $7 product or like a $2 product, like they don't necessarily need 7 hours to convert, but depending on what it is you're doing, you might be doing B2B. The higher the price point, the more time that cultivation of the relationship often takes. This rule is so significant, and YouTube is the ultimate advantage for getting the 7 hours, bringing the conversation off of YouTube into email, into text, into your private group, Facebook group, Discord,